Hey, everyone. It's Suzanne Taylor King here, coach for visionary entrepreneurs. And I'm super excited about this new video series I've created for not only my followers on LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube, but also my private community, the Idea Lab for Entrepreneurs. And if you're not in the Idea Lab, let me know in the comments and I will get you your invitation. And today, I want to talk to you about a no BS strategy for going to market. And this isn't just some buzzword we're going to talk about today. So, if you know me, that I don't like BS and I don't like fluff and I don't like fake things on the internet. And it's just part of the integrity, it's just part of the actual business world. And so today I want to cut the fluff and tell you why most businesses fail because they're bad at ideas and they can't get their act together on how to actually sell the ideas that they do have. And I'm talking about a solid, no BS go to market strategy. And if you're thinking it's just, another buzzword or another GTM, right? Another term, guess what? You're the one that's going to be left behind when others are able to cash in. So let's talk about how to make this GTM for yourself and what you need to have in place in order to do a GTM for your business. And if you've never thought about this, I'm going to tell you this way of thinking about your business has changed so many of my clients' strategy, but also their mindset and the way they're thinking about their business. So, one of my clients, Rachel, she was really, really struggling as a health coach to be seen as different, to be seen as more authoritative in the online space. Let me know in the comments if you've struggled with that as well. And it's so, so common, and I see it all the time. So, spoiler alert right now, the ones who you see being successful in the online space in a really broad niche like health coaching, and that's not luck. That is a strategy that that person has put in place, whether it's a funnel, whether it's organic marketing, doesn't matter. So, it might sound like something you want to stick around for figuring this out for yourself. So let's dive in. Rachel, she owns a wellness consulting agency. She works with doctors to enhance office culture. Right up my alley. I love this about her. And it sounds really cool, but here's the thing, this niche of hers, there's money there, correct? Because she's working with doctors. And if you know what you're doing, like she does, um, this business idea was super solid and it's a findable niche. So she could easily find those clients. Most likely they weren't online, and that's where she was hitting a wall. She needed to scale, but wasn't sure how to break through the noise in the online space. Now, when you're trying to reach somebody like a doctor or a CEO, you can't expect your strategy to be, I'm going to be a content creator and I'm going to post content on social media and my clients are going to find me. That will not work if your ideal client is a CEO, a doctor, or maybe even an attorney, chiropractor, all of those professions. They are not scrolling social media looking for your solution. I'm sorry to tell you. So, what you have to do first is your market segmentation. Start there And let me tell you, this is where most people mess up. They think that they can be everything to everyone. Wrong, 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 wrong. We zoomed in on 3 distinct segments of that doctor market: small private practices, then large medical groups, and then specialty clinics. And by knowing exactly who she was talking to with her different types of content, with her outreach, with her emails, with her things that she was mailing snail mail to the doctors, she could tailor her services and her program to fit each one of these segments. She couldn't just mass message all of those the same message. So by tailoring the message, she got really, really great results. So, step number 2, your value proposition. You really have to nail this value proposition. And if you have a good one, share it with me in the comments. I see I have a couple people listening, and I want to just check in on that, make sure over here on Facebook that there's no questions. If you have questions anytime during my live streams, just put them in the chat and I will make sure to get those to you, get your answers. And if you're catching the replay, put hashtag replay. And if you have questions, I will always come back and answer those questions. All right. So, value proposition, share a good one in the comments. And why should anyone care about what my client Rachel was offering? Why should these doctors care what she's offering? I'm going to tell you why. We focused on her unique angle, the thing that made her a category of one, and that was customized wellness programs specifically for the healthcare industry, not only for doctors and their staff to be healthier, but for them to hire Rachel to actually work with their patients. Genius, right? And it wasn't some generic corporate wellness thing. It was healthcare professionals talking to healthcare professionals. And we made sure that her value proposition screamed, this is exactly what you need. And here's why. Write that sentence down on a piece of paper right now. And imagine you have a room of 1,000 of your ideal clients, and you're going to say, this is exactly what you need, and here's why. And make a list of why people should hire you, why your program is different. And if you don't have that, you're missing that key piece of your go to market strategy. All right, now pricing strategy is step 3. And this is where everybody has questions. Oh, how do I price myself? Is it too low? Is it too high? How do I know? So, this is where most people get really squeamish. And Rachel and I, we developed a tiered pricing model. We didn't just pull numbers out of thin air. We structured it based on the value that she was providing and market research. What were other people who do what Rachel does? What were they charging? And this is key. So, positioning tells us that we don't want to be the cheapest. We don't necessarily want to be stuck in the middle. And maybe if our credentials allow that, we could be towards the higher end of the market. And I know everybody wants to charge high ticket. Everybody thinks that they can be the most expensive in the marketplace. And I'm here to tell you that you can't unless your product and your service and your education warrants that. So that would be a private conversation. Let's talk about it. So, what we did with Rachel, we added a subscription model, and that subscription model was available for the patients. And then we tested different pricing for the doctors, and we found that sweet spot where they were feeling like they were getting more than they paid for, but also not so expensive that it was out of the budget of the solo practitioner doctors she was going for, who were probably only making between $30 and $60,000 a month in their practice. So, doctors might not always like paying their bills, but when they see value and they see that it's bringing an ROI for their practice, ooh, that's key in your value proposition. What's in it for them? Stop talking about your features and your bonuses and all of that nonsense. Talk about what your clients are going to receive when they work with you. This is key. Now, lastly, step 4, distribution channels. Now, for some people, it's social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, all of those things. They are your distribution channels. Email, texting, all of those things. So you can't just throw spaghetti at the wall and do them all and hope it's going to work. You have to hit the right channels for your ideal client. Now, for Rachel, that looked like associations, that looked like certain magazines, that looked like networking with healthcare vendors. And of course, when that doctor received a card in the mail from Rachel, which was one of our distribution channels, to actually mail something in the mail to the clients that she wanted to work with. And then when they looked her up online, she had the presence and the authority to go with what she was saying. That's really important. So, you know what happened next? This is really fun. Rachel's client base, because of this strategy, because it was all outlined and all put together for her, her client base grew by 20% in just 6 months. That revenue also grew by 30% because we raised her prices and made what she was doing more valuable. Let me get a whoop whoop for that one. And she became that go to expert who was getting referred to other doctors because she had such great results with the doctors that she worked with. So, doctors were loving the fact that their staff was healthier, more positive, more fit. They were attracting more patients to them. So here's the takeaway. If you're really serious about scaling your business, I hate that term, growing your business. Let's just say growing your business. You need a go to market strategy that has those 4 steps. And stop trying, get strategic, get focused, and you will get results. If Rachel can do it as a health coach, in a very saturated market, you can too by following that same strategy. If you want to see the full case study, I put it here in the description. I'll also put it in the comments. Let me know your questions on your go to market strategy. Go out there and crush it today. I see what all of you are doing and creating, and it's awesome. And I'm here as your guide, your mentor, your coach, and your no BS detector. Have a great day, everyone. Get your GTM off the ground today. You never know where it's going to take you.